What's good, YouTube? If you're ever wondering why I always have pimples on my face, this is why. Five Guys. But for real though, how do you resist a bacon cheeseburger and Cajun fries? Alright, so let's talk about my SNF experience after the first week. Basically, a SNF, a skilled nursing facility, is like a nursing home, but they still have hospital beds, they have nursing stations, and they have a therapy gym. They all serve to provide care for older patients that may come from hospitals, or they could be long-term. There are nurses on site to help them, to feed them, to bathe them, to dress them. Most of these patients are on Medicare A, B, which covers about like 100 days after being sent from the hospital to the SNF. For rehab, there are PTs, OTs, and speech. So the main goal is still to get them functional so they can go home. And I'm not gonna go into much detail about all this because that's basically all I know. So if you wanna learn more, make sure you go on Google. So throughout these 4 weeks, I have a clinical instructor, a CI, that basically supervises me and teaches me and helps me out, make sure I get my hands-on experience in the right way. My CI, he's pretty cool, but it's his first time having a student, so it's like a learning experience for both of us. Basically, my schedule goes from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day with a 30-minute lunch. So a typical day goes something like this. In around 8:30, the schedule gets printed out with the list of the patients that's coming for rehab, for therapy. There's no specific time slots that they come in for therapy. Throughout the day, whenever they're ready, then they come over, or the nurses help wheel them into the therapy room. But in the morning, they have to eat their breakfast, make sure they take their medicine if they need to before exercise, make sure they eat lunch. Different things come into play. Most of the PT diagnoses that we get include abnormal gait and difficulty walking, lack of coordination, generalized muscle weakness. Some of the skills that I get to perform mostly include gait training and transfers, just taking them through exercises mostly on the lower extremity, like leg extensions and hamstring curls, knee flexion, hip abduction and adduction exercises. Throughout the first week, I definitely learned that every patient is different. Some of them prefer me next to them, counting their reps, making sure they're doing correct form and everything. And then some patients, they hate it when you tell them what to do. So you kind of just leave them alone, let them do their thing. Another tip is that definitely make sure you practice good body mechanics when you help out the patients. Because I was helping a shorter lady and I was guarding her from behind with a gait belt. I also had to push her walker for her because she couldn't push it herself, facilitate her walking. My back was a little bit arched and we walked for like 50 feet and my back was just killing me the rest of the day. Overall, I feel pretty prepared for my internship. Everything I've been doing, we've learned pretty much in school, and everything except meds. I'm still a little blurry on a lot of meds that I see when I review the patient's charts for an eval, so I need to work on that. So one of the few downsides of physical therapy, I think, is probably documentation, because there's a lot to document and you have to make sure you get it right so you can be reimbursed. CI has to write every plan of care, which is basically their assessments, their diagnosis, and their goals, short-term, long-term goals that they set for the patient. A lot of things. There's also daily notes that they have to write for each patient every day, and then there's progress notes, weekly progress notes that they have to write. But for them, it's all on the computers electronically, so you kind of just type stuff in and then scroll through and select which option, stuff like that. But definitely takes time, so whenever I get off work around 4, I'm super tired, I'm just completely dead. I come home, I have to take a nap for like an hour before I can do anything, before I can function. And then I eat, and then at night I still work out, but the workout's definitely not as effective. I don't feel like I have enough energy. I think it's probably because it's my first week, so hopefully I get used to it throughout the second, third, fourth weeks. But overall, I've enjoyed my first week, and if anything new comes up, I'll keep you guys updated. And I'll try to make more daily vlogs, like just clips of me doing random things throughout the day if you guys are interested. Don't forget to like my videos, and thanks for watching.